I'd also like to bring forward item 12 with public interest in Pavilion Way. Is that agreed? Okay, so we'll deal with item 12 now, and we do have two speakers for this item. The first will be Mr. David, who has 5 minutes to...
Right, is it on?
David, just up the press the red light will come on like mine, that's it.
That?
You got 5 minutes.
Good night. Hello? Can you guys hear me at the back?
Yeah!
Brilliant! Okay. Bear with me because I'm going to be reading from something. My name's Deryll. I'm here on behalf of Hendon Rangers. Talking to the people of my club as well as the people around my area, we came up with something we'd just like to share. Hendon is an area without any such facilities for anyone to play 5-a-side football or 11-a-side football. It has such local fields, it doesn't have such local fields for this to be done. The council are presuming this is right for the community without actually communicating with the people of Burnt-Oak. We currently train at Burnt-Oak Leisure Centre. Now, Burnt-Oak Leisure Centre is very expensive and we struggle to pay this each month. Our club also struggles to pay for the fees that, for the pitch that we hire off of Barnet at Montrose Park. Now, Montrose Park's the pitch. As a referee myself, I know the pitch is not actually big enough, and it's not actually an 11-a-side pitch. We did try to communicate with the council about the Pavilion Way to Mr. Paul Gattrell. Now, as I understand it, Mr. Gattrell has left the council under circumstances I'm not aware of. We tried to contact and inquire about the local landlords, but have not been successful. Other clubs and other football coaches and stuff have tried to do the same. And Mr. Orico in March 2009 tried his best to help out in the Pavilion Way. Now, the council removed his goalposts and disregarded his help. It has taken so long for the council to actually try and make a decision about this ground since 2003. It has been a sports ground and the council should not be trying to make it a story when it's down as a sports ground. Myself and other members of the Hendon Rangers, along with Andrew Gismore and some other people, went down to Pavilion Way last week. Now, even though it's dirty and inactive, and the condition of it is absolutely poor, we arrived to see several people playing football on the actual AstroTurf that is there. It has a tyre and an airplane seat on it, which is ridiculous. The people need a football ground to be fixed up. We don't need to be having schools that we don't know that we're going to get access to with the sports ground. We need the council to support us in matters like this and not their disapproval. We are a new local club. Hendon Rangers has only been formed since May. We deserve a say, deserve to be heard and considered. As well as the club secretary, I'm a qualified referee. The grounds around Burnt-Oak, Edgware, Colindale, most Barnet are actually appalling. Wouldn't it be nice for people to say, wow, look at that pitch down in Burnt-Oak? Because I can tell you now, I go up to quite a lot of pitches and I actually say that. But I've never actually said that about one in Barnet. As well as, it would be really, really nice for me to go around to my clubs, my teams, when they come to training, and then go, okay, well we have change rooms now to actually change instead of getting changed in the freezing parks. I hope this has made you guys think about how you guys can help clubs like myself and other people who don't know. Thank you.
Do I have any more time? Mr. David, if you'd like, you can sit here. We might have some questions for you. You don't have to answer them, but we might have to. I think Councillor Davies got a question for you.
You mentioned that there are issues with affordability on the current pitches that the leisure centre are using, and then even paying the rents on the spaces you're trying to get from the council. How, given those constraints, how would you suggest that your club would have made a viable, proposal for the Pavilion Way site, which would have required a lot more investment than I imagine the fees you're currently paying for renting the existing pitches?
Well, I don't think it's only for I think the key that I wanted to point out was that it's not only for Burnout Rangers to use. I mean, as much as like I'm here today, I'd like it for Burnout Rangers to use, but I think it's for the community around us as well, because not everyone in Burnout is a very poor area, and it doesn't have as much money as, let's say, I don't know, Hendon. But I do think that it would benefit the community more than anyone else, and I think we need to be taking that into consideration rather than just my football club.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, thank you again for coming on the committee. As you mentioned before, the current site is probably derelict. I think it's probably a good word to use there. As was mentioned earlier on this evening, the proposal is to have an all-weather pitch on the site that will be available for hire. I can't tell you what the price of that is. I don't know, but is that not beneficial to you that someone is coming, putting in an all-weather pitch that you can use after? I can't imagine you use it during the day because you'll be at school when your people at college. Apologise. But when after school and weekends when the school's not being used, it'd be an ideal facility for you to use yourself and for the community as a whole to use.
Yeah, I can see that to some extent, but the only thing with the actual the place, I don't think there's any proposal for it to be actually made in AstroTurf. Now, to be honest, I don't know many football clubs that train on grass for a training session. So unless you're putting an AstroTurf pitch in there, a pitch suitable for under 13s and a pitch suitable for under 16s, which they are two different pitches because the goal sizes are different and stuff like that, then I can't see you making houses, a primary school and a big enough sports centre for my clubs.
Can I just
Can I just say on that point, these proposals will go out to the public, so you will have your say. If it's a certain type of pitch or a certain type of use that you want, then you will have that to actually put that in. But the point that Councillor Ramsey is making is that without actually developing the land in the way it's proposed here, we won't have the money to actually make this pitch in the first place.
What about access grants?
That's going to be my point, that this is also going through a consultation and planning process.
Yeah.
Therefore, you'll have plenty of opportunities to meet with developers, meet with schools, planning permission as well as you have this evening to try and get the sort of pitch that you'll be looking at beneficial the community as a whole.
Well, I mean, it's not only, to be honest, it's not only my football club that I can tell you now, if such facilities as you guys are saying that's going to be built, it's not going to be only my club that's going to be interested in it, because people want good quality stuff. And in Burnt Oak, I don't know if any of you have actually been to Burnt Oak, it is terrible. It's not good. And to be honest, I mean, when people most say to me, okay, what have they got in Burnt Oak for us to do, whether it's me after school, whether it's me playing football with my mates, there is nothing. And I think, to be honest, I've got to look at that and say, yeah, you guys are half trying, but you're not actually listening to what we actually, the community wants to hold, because my football require under 13s and under 16s. What if, let's say for example, Belmont United, and they have a lot of ages, what if they wanted an under 9 pitch and under 10 pitch? Where are you going to fit that if you fit a primary school there? Plus, I think we're missing the point, it's meant to be a sports ground.
Exactly.
Councillor Davey?
I think just you mentioned your football clubs been set up quite recently, if I remember correctly. Just from my own curiosity, when did your interest in the Pavilion Way, as an individual, your interest in the Pavilion Way site start, or when did you start to learn more about it?
Well, I played for a football club called Edson Youth, and that's another one local to Burnt Oak. Now, Edson Youth don't have the age groups I have, they have different age groups. So, in a way, both of us are helping people in the community of all different ages. Now, Pavilion Way has the nickname of the Old Edson, because previously it was owned by Edson. Now, I've always known that Pavilion Way was there. I actually walked past it quite a lot. I've seen it there, I've seen it from when I was little, when I would go on the road, and I would think, well, what is that? I didn't actually, to be honest, for a long time, I didn't actually know it was a sports ground until I actually asked people and tried to research myself. I don't play football anymore, and as I made as club secretary, I always wanted, from when I was young, I always wanted to be like in charge of a football team, whether it was Tottenham Hotspur or Burnt Oak Rangers. Now, I always wanted, I do pass, but all I just think, to be honest, me, and this is from a personal thing, I always wanted a ground, and I always wanted the people of Burnham to be proud of something. Now, we haven't got that, and we need that. And I don't know, if you ask me, I know we need that. If you ask people of Burnham, I think they'll say that as well.
Thank you very much for your time this evening. I think one remark I would say is that we did have a stadium that was crumbling, and we brought in investment through Saracens, and now that's being used actually for a very, and that would be very positive. To be very positive, and this is the sort of thing, this scheme, on a much smaller scale of course, but this is the sort, we want this to be something that we're proud of, that you will use. And we're not trying to do this in a way that, well, we've also, in other parts of the borough, tried to look at pockets of land and see where we can get that compromise. So there's a lot of balancing acts, as I say, that we as a council have to strike. But thank you very much for your contribution today. There will be other opportunities through the planning process, through the consultation for this land going to market. You will have to input. I really thank you for your constructive contribution this evening. Thank you.
Thank you.